Hi, this is Cindy DeCiani with the Cindy D team, and I'm here again today with James Varhall of Blue Valley Insurance. Hey,
Hello.
James.
Hey, how you doing, Cindy?
Great.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, thanks. You know, I was with some people, and we had decided we found a home we liked, and we purchased it. And during the inspection period, we had found that the house had multiple layers of roofs. And all of a sudden, we thought, oh my God, now what? So I had them call the insurance guys. Is there problems with that today with the insurance in any way?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a big problem with that. Most of my carriers will not write a roof that has multiple layers. There's a couple reasons the underwriters will cite for not doing that. One, just the cost to repair that roof. If we have to remove 2 decks, it's just more expensive.
Sure.
The second part, probably the more important aspect of that, is the roof's just more susceptible to damage that way. The roof was not constructed to be placed that way. The shingles need to go on decking. If you've got a volatile surface there underneath, not a flat surface, when you have the next hailstorm or windstorm that a normal roof would be able to sustain, the roof with 2 layers just isn't able to hold up to that. So the longevity of those types of roof is greatly diminished when there's 2 layers.
Now, what about wood roofs?
Yeah, wood roofs, just the same issue. One, you've got a tinderbox of flammable material underneath there anyway, and I think the layering is even more susceptible when you've got wood shingles with your other shingles going on top, with your normal composition shingles. Just the unevenness. You can tell a roof that's been double layered, and you can just see how it's just not gonna last as long as a properly installed roof.
Sure.
So somebody saved money by installing it that way, but not having to pay their removal fees and everything else. And really, the cost is really going to go onto whoever's going to buy this roof.
So you're finding that if we do have a claim on that roof and there's multiple layers on it, they may not pay nearly as much on it.
Sometimes if it's something that was undisclosed, and sometimes you just don't know. An agent doesn't ask the right questions. It can really get you in a world of hurt.
Sure.
But you're right. If the insurance company goes in there like, hey, we were only on the hook to remove 1 decking. Or with roofing, if there's wear and tear, an insurance company might be able to say, hey, the hailstorm, it was kind of bad, but it wasn't that bad. What you've got here is wear and tear and deterioration, which is excluded under the policy. So you might not get any payout. They might withhold the money that it costs, the extra cost to remove 2 deckings.
Wow.
So it's just a real nightmare to try to deal with if an insurance company will even insure it to begin with.
Yeah. Well, good point. And I know we can't hardly even get wood roofs insured today. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody wants to touch those. Some the carriers will do it if it's 10 years or newer, but who's putting on wood roofs anymore right now? Yeah. Insurance companies just don't want the risk. They've lost too much money on wood roofs. They're going to need to be replaced before any other material.
Right. Makes total sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then one quick thing is, hasn't there been a new law that came out in reference to roofers out there in the state of Kansas?
One great thing happened last month. They just passed new legislation that makes it mandatory for all roofers to be certified with the state as registered roofing companies. So when we have the next hailstorm, all those plates that come in from Oklahoma and Texas won't be certified in a lot of cases. So again, trying to choose that right roofer, first question you ask is, hey, are you registered properly that the state mandates?
Right. But will that make a much difference in the long run if they choose to put a new roof on? And they use somebody like that, will that make a difference for them down the road, do you think, or not really?
Well, I think in choosing the right roofer is the biggest thing as far as trying to save yourself money down the road.
Okay.
One for even a really great perfectly replaced roof. I won't say perfectly, but you always have some flashing issues that might creep up. A gutter that might be leaking, a nail that pops, something like that. You want to be able to pick up the phone and have that roofer come out and see. So if they're registered with the state, they're probably local, they're probably somebody that you made a good decision on replacing your roof.
Exactly. Thanks for all the tips today.
You bet. Thanks.
Appreciate it.